Hello everyone and welcome to the Omniforge. Today is going to be my first video, so I wanted it to be an unboxing of this box that I got for Christmas. This is the Volcanic Basing Set from Green Stuff World. I got it for Christmas. It was a little bit damaged during shipping. This box contains, as it said, 16 items to create volcanic environments. I wanted this box because I wanted to do realistic volcanic basings for my Saturnine box that I still haven't started, that I wanted to start in 2026. So this box contains, first of all, tutorials that I will show you later to make lava bases. Then inside you have 16 different items. You can see there's pigments, textures, dry brush pigments, what they call splash gel. I think it's to make the lava texture and colors. You have crackle paint, different colors of ink for the lava, I guess. Cork sheets to make rocks, some small rocks for textures. You also see tree barks, grass tufts, and some resin pieces to add some more life to the scene. I was very excited to test this box because I saw there are resin bubbles and splashes, and I think if you use it well, it can really give out a convincing bubbling lava effect, and I think it can be really cool. So let's get unboxing. The box itself was a little bit damaged during shipping. I don't really care because I'm not gonna keep the box. I'm gonna clean everything and put it in the drawer where I keep my paints and other basing stuff. So it's a box that slides in and out, and as you can see, it's pretty much like this. First of all, you can see the sand, which looks like not too much, too fine of sand. It's the same size, I want to say, to my Army Painter Battleground that I showed you earlier. Then tree barks. I already had tree bark, but it's useful in many ways, so you never have too much. Then cork sheets. Those ones I was really excited because I already have cork sheet, but it's thinner, so I was excited to see what I was able to do with a thicker sheets. So this packet has 2 sheets inside. Then you have the grass tuft, so hellhole red and burnt. I already had burnt from Army Painter, but I think you can always repaint it, so it's not really important. And I have smaller and bigger, so you can always do with stuff. Then there is the crackle paint. It's pretty standard crackle paint in what they call badland color, so I think it's blackish. I think they intended for you to put it on top of the lava texture to imitate some crackling rocks. Oh yes, though the basing bits, it's just small resin bits. It's the same one you can buy directly from their website. It's resin, it's pretty cool. The print looks really well. And now we have 2 powder pigments. What they call anthracite black, which is natural earth pigment, and the fluor pigment orange. Pigments are, I think it's a powder. Let me just check. Yes, I don't know if you can see, but it is a powder. Don't know how to use it, but I will try it. After this, the splash gels. So you have flaming red and flaming orange. It looks pink for now. I don't know if the camera looks pink, but it looks pink, but it will dry a more reddish color, and this one will dry more orangey color because it looks like neon orange for now. It's a gel. I will show you later when I do the tests of how we can use it. Then we have a ground texture. I think it's to put on top of these cork sheets to give them more of a rocky texture. Can't wait to try them though. This looks really good. This is a dry brush. I've actually never tried. I can't open it. I've actually never tried dry brush. I don't know. I mean, I use dry brush technique, but I use regular paints, so I don't know if it's a. It looks like a paste. I don't know how to use it for now. I will check because I don't want to mess it up. I never used this kind of dry brush paste. I don't know what's the difference. I will see and let you know. To finish the box, we have some intensity ink. Bottles are different, but it's the same range. So we have OSL white, Phoenix orange, and hydromiel yellow. I've never used ink except for white to put in some crevices. And I don't know if this ink can pair well with the splash gel or anything else. I think this will give us some ideas. And to finish, it's empty now. We have this pamphlet, I don't know, this booklet, which they say is a tutorial, and I think you can find more ideas online. So I think it's really nice that they give us few ideas, few pointers on how to use, because there's a lot of things that I've never used actually. So kinda happy to have a tutorial. As I understand it, you apply the inks and then you apply the gel. So ink will add some colors and some density to the color from under the gel. I think it's cool, but you can really make some nice textures. You can mix the gels. This is pretty cool. So here is a list of everything you have inside, the same list that was outside of the box. This is really cool. They show you how to use the crackle paint here. They show you how to use the splash gel, and yeah, I can't wait to try it. So I think today we're gonna try two things. I wanted to try two things. First, the splash gel. So I got milk bottle caps because I don't have any bases to spare. I need everything, and I didn't want to buy them new for test, so these bottle caps will do just fine. There was two things that I wanted to try. I think the first one, we're gonna try some glowing coal. So I'm gonna glue some sand on this cap, on this base. And then I'm gonna use those intensity inks to make them glow. I have a red one too, just in case I need more red colors. And then I think I will dry brush those black pigments on top to have the effect of a glowing charcoal of some sort. I don't know yet if it's gonna work, but I wanted to try and have it for references. And the second one I wanted to try was first I'm gonna glue some of those tree barks to make rocks and maybe a little bit of cork just to see how they react. And then I'm gonna put some ink and some gel to test again. My idea is to make like flowing lava that is maybe I'm gonna try to use those fluor pigments too to maybe try some little bit of OSL and try to make the lava light up on the rocks. So let me clean everything and we can start the testing phase. And we're back. So I want to try 3 different effects. First, glowing coal effect, then flowing lava around the rocks that I glued on the base, so tree bark and cork. And finally I want to test the crackle paint around a yellow underglow. Let's start with the crackle paint. First, I apply the yellow underglow. To help it flow better, I mixed yellow ink with a contrast medium using a 1:1 ratio. Then, I applied an even coat over the entire base. Once it was dried, I mixed the crackle paint with a bit of black pigment to darken it. I applied a generous, even layer on top, not too thin and not too thick. Now we let it dry. Next is the glowing coal effect. I started with the underglow. Yellow on one side, orange on the other, with a soft blend in the middle. It was a bit tricky to apply. Not sure if the ink was too thin or if the sand was the issue. I used the same 1:1 ink to speed paint contrast. After the ink dried, I dry brushed some anthracite pigment on top. Honestly, I'm not sure it was the best idea. It was hard to control and covered more than I wanted, but it was still a useful test. Pigments are good, but not sure it was the best option for a dry brush. Finally, the flowing lava. I began again with the base of inks, at again a 1:1 ratio mix of ink and contrast medium. I applied it generously and blended the yellow and orange for a smooth gradient. I also added some ground texture on the cork to enhance the rocky look. I applied the lava gel on top of the ink. It's very soft, easy to work with, and it blends beautifully with the inks underneath. The only downside was cleaning the brush. The gel doesn't dissolve in water, so I had to wipe it off with a tissue. I also tested the dry brush paste. It's quite thick, but it's still very easy to use, and it adds a great finish. Now it's time for the reveal. I'm really happy with the results. This set includes some great products and gave me lots of ideas for future bases. The results aren't perfect, it's not the set, it was me, because it was just a quick test, and I can't wait to use it all of this again. The inks are incredibly vibrant and have excellent flow. The splash gels are smooth, easy to control, and a real pleasure to work with. The crackle paint looks fantastic, and the powder pigments are absolutely superb. Overall, this set is amazing, and I highly recommend it if you want to create volcanic bases. Thanks for watching my first video. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Bye!